GMGM, welcome to the Blockchain Authority, where we bring Web3 and blockchain technology to the real world, breaking it down for the average Nigerian to understand. I'm your host, AK. So, in this video, we'll be talking about tokens, why they exist, and how they power almost everything that happens directly on the blockchain. So, stay tuned and let's get it. One fascinating thing about mainstream blockchains is their deep relationship with money and value. You need money to interact with the blockchain. Almost every action, writing data, storing data, modifying data, all of this require payments in form of gas fees. Though reading data from the blockchain is free. The blockchain itself is infrastructure that allows money to exist digitally. A blockchain reinvents how money works, how it is stored, and how it is transferred, often through the use of tokens. Tokens are a digital representation of value that exists on the blockchain. If you are familiar with the statement, money makes the world go round, well, in the blockchain world, tokens make the world go round. Tokens can represent many things: money, assets, access rights, or even voting powers. They allow users to pay for services, trade assets, participate in decentralized finance, or even interact with decentralized applications. In many ways, tokens can be said to be the lifeblood of the blockchain ecosystem. Now let's bring this to the real world. Let's say you wanted to send money internationally to a friend of yours. Without the blockchain, there are two ways you can do this. One is by sending the cash physically to the person. That works here, but that can take some time, and to be honest, that's quite impractical because the money you need to put the cash in an envelope, go to the post office, ship it to the person, and the person has to wait for it to get delivered. That's not the best. Let's say you now okay. The second option is now the using a traditional banking system. Using a traditional banking system, yeah, that works, yeah. But the issue with that is that it can take days, yeah, and that's if there's even an exchange that you can use to even send it. Let's say you might not use Western Union or whatever. Yeah, it ends up involving multiple intermediaries, which can reduce the total money that is actually received by the user or your friend at the end of the day. With the blockchain, sending tokens of cryptocurrency can take seconds to minutes. There are no daily limits, there are no transaction limits, there are no unnecessary discrimination against your country, PayPal, and no government or bank deductions. There are still fees when you do transactions on the blockchain, but primarily those fees are network fees. And in most cases, yeah, those network fees are far lower than what a traditional banking system would charge you. Tokens power almost the entire crypto economy. From payments and digital assets to decentralized finance, NFTs, gaming, nearly every blockchain use case relies on some form of tokens. This is why you often hear of the term tokenomics whenever a new project launches. Simply put, tokenomics is the economic design of a token, how it is distributed, how it is used, and how it is intended to create value or sustain a network over time. Think of tokenomics as the rules of the economy for a particular blockchain project. There are two major categories of tokens on the blockchain. We have the fungible tokens and the non-fungible tokens. Fungible tokens represent interchangeable and identical tokens. That is, one unit is the same as another. An example can be Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even USDC. Fungible tokens usually can represent money. On the other hand, non-fungible tokens are basically the opposite. They are not interchangeable and they are not identical. Non-fungible tokens are unique, and an example of a non-fungible token are NFTs. An NFT basically means a non-fungible token, by the way, and RWA is also an example of a non-fungible token. RWA means real world assets. Real world assets represent ownership of assets that exist in the real world. So, for example, we can have like land. A digital representation of land on the blockchain is an example of a real world asset. Today, we'll be focusing on ERC-20 tokens and their utility. ERC simply means Ethereum Request for Comment. ERC-20 is the most widely used token standard in the blockchain ecosystem. It was originally created for Ethereum and is now supported across hundreds of EVM compatible blockchains, forming the backbone of most DeFi infrastructure. So, an ERC-20 token is a fungible smart contract based token that follows a common set of rules. A few of those rules could be a transfer function, a burn function, or an allowance function. These are functions that you can find on all ERC-20 tokens. So a burn function allows the token creator to burn excess tokens or stolen tokens if they want, or a allowance function which allows users to delegate spending of their tokens to other users. So what that means is just you allowing other people to spend your tokens for you. So this standardization across ERC-20 tokens allows it to work seamlessly across exchanges, wallets, and decentralized applications. ERC-20 tokens are commonly used as, let's say, stable coins such as your USDT, USDC, or even DAI. So all of those are built on ERC-20. We also have the governance tokens, we have utility tokens. We also have DeFi protocols such as Uniswap or Aave. Those are also those tokens. Uniswap token also used based on ERC-20. We also have the regular tokens basically, and also wrapped assets such as WBTC, which is just Bitcoin that is stored on the EVM chain or an EVM compatible blockchain. Although ERC-20 was originally created for Ethereum, you can also find these tokens on other EVM compatible chains such as BSC, which is your Binance Smart Chain, your Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, Base, or any other compatible EVM chains such as your layer 2 chains or even your layer 3 chains. You can't talk about ERC-20 tokens without smart contracts. So yeah, now we're going to talk about smart contracts. What are smart contracts? In the traditional world, fiat currency is typically issued and controlled by governments through central banks. But on the blockchain side of things, smart contracts make it possible for anyone to create and manage tokens without needing the permission of a central authority. A smart contract defines how a token works, its supply, how it can be transferred, and what special features it may have. These features can include things like special access to an application, voting rights, reward, or special privileges within a digital ecosystem. This is what makes blockchain systems programmable, transparent, and trust minimized. Today we explore tokens on the blockchain, what they are, why they matter, and how they power everything from payments and DeFi to NFTs and governance. We also looked at the difference between fungible and non-fungible tokens, why ERC-20 tokens are the backbone of most blockchain applications. So if you want to build your own ERC-20 tokens, not just another ERC-20 token, but an advanced upgradable ERC-20 token, stay tuned because I'll be posting that in the coming days. So, like the video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications by clicking on the bell icon to get notified when I post the next videos. So thanks for watching. I'm AK with the Blockchain Authority. See you in the next video. Peace.